divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Saints and the 49ers on Sunday night.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their seventh-year quarterback.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Trent McDuffie. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Off the play fake. Bellamy. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So here are the 49ers now with a long field ahead. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Shotgun now with Purdy. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Purdy now to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, that's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Back to throw, Purdy. That's caught by Jennings. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Purdy's throw taken in here by Chase. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Out of the gun, Purdy. And it's caught. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here? And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Roll out on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
From the gun on third down, Belliman working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They go play action here on first down. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area. So no grounding call.
The throw over the middle taken in. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll look to throw again. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Niners are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they can score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different?
He's got him in, complete. He's to the 15, and finally down at the 9-yard line. A big play there for the Niners, and even 70 yards. Here's Walker. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. That is caught at the 7-yard line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. This from 25 yards out. And his kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early two-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Off play action. Bellamy. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Robinson up the middle, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Again, it's Robinson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Bellamy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
First down, New Orleans.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play. So now 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Bellamy. Buying time to his left. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Looking to throw. Bellamy. And he is caught. A little juke. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bellamy. And to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Purdy's throwing to the hands of Pitts here. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage. And
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Look at the big man rumble. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. The try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Quick throw to Olave. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and with what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Draw play. This is Carson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bellamy.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time. Running right, here's Walker. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional round weekend.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 5. Purdy looking to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. A quick throw here out wide to Pitts. Touchdown 49ers. Kyle Pitts, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back to throw. Bellamy. And his pass incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
This time they stay on the ground, and he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This is brought in at the 21. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
He finds his man, complete. That's Yates. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On first down, Purdy. He completes this to Walker.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Purdy.
And Walker has it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Crossbar, no good.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Straight ahead, Walker.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it. Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. Purdy bootlegging it. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Justin Jefferson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone to rest. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Throwing on third and long. Bellamy. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And taken right on the 30. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Brock Purdy and the 49ers out for their next possession. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Back to Walker on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the Saints' 29-yard line.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
And this taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
He lets it go deep for Olave. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And taken right at the 35. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Yeah, boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Up the middle they go. Rainey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On second down, it's Walker. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Looking to throw. Bellamy. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Off the play fake. Bellamy. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Back to throw again. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make...
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it would appear that that 1st-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. 112 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And some room to run now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
At the 29-yard line.
Purdy off the play fake. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On first down, Bellamy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
Gain of 5. And the Saints first down.
Robinson with another carry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 157 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Walker now on first and 10. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to have the Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A give for Walker running right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
That's another 49er. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the counter, it's Walker. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Saints' 40-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Back to throw, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Saints 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
6 on the play.
Off play action. Bellamy. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
At the 42-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's Jefferson.
Shifts by him, shoves him aside. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one played